Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check.
Alrighty, Facebook and YouTube friends. I have got this thing to work, I think. Yesterday, if you were with us, it was a bit of a struggle, but I do think I've got this working now. Let's go over our weather risk for the day today. And really, the good news here is that we are looking much better than we were looking yesterday for our Sunday. So our system that has come in, it has drastically weakened. There are flood warnings still up for a majority of Texas, parts of Oklahoma, into Louisiana and Arkansas, as well as up into Missouri and Kansas. Not our side of the state, the other side of the state. This system has weakened considerably. I'll go ahead and show you what we're going to deal with here for the rest of the day today. All right, so there's our radar view right now. You can see that loop of that heavy rain starting to weaken. I was kind of looking forward to a little bit of heavy rain. I don't know about you, but that's something I absolutely love. I call it great sleeping weather this time of year. When you get up early in the morning like I do, you know, 4 a.m., 3 a.m., 3 to 4 a.m. on Saturdays and Sundays, sure is nice to have a little bit of rainfall during your nap time. This system totally fell apart though on us. You can see just a few little light showers out there. Right now, very minimal.
You can see just a few little
I'm trying to turn on your comments. That's what you're hearing right now. Let's see if I...
This is very minimal.
There we go. All right. So here we go. Yay. Okay, everyone just telling me that it's working, which is great news because sometimes it doesn't work. So we have those light showers that are outside right now, really minimal. I don't expect anything severe from that. Our storm tracker, it's a little bit behind, but it shows you much lighter rainfall than what we were anticipating here. A few pockets of storms out there. What I really don't want to see is the sun today. If we see the sun today, our storms that are coming in tonight may have a little extra power, and that might be just a little bit stronger. So we're really going to have to watch that. If you have sunshine in your area, I don't like the outlook for tonight. But overall, we're looking pretty decent right now. Here's 10 o'clock at night. I'm very grateful this isn't coming in during the day. If it came in during the day, we'd have that extra energy, that extra power. Coming in at night after sunset, we tend to have less power. So that is some really good news for us as far as this storm goes, as the current timing is. We'll have pockets of moderate to heavy rainfall. Yes, there is a severe storm risk within this, but I'm thinking our greatest risk, because you can just see how long this time lapse goes here, through just about 1 a.m. in the morning, continues to track through by about 4:30 in the morning, some pockets of moderate to heavy rainfall in here. It's a prolonged period of very heavy rainfall. I do think we are going to have flooding concerns overnight tonight. You know the problem areas on your morning commute, just be a little bit more mindful. If you have a very early commute, you know, maybe you're like our Today in St. Louis team that is on the roads around 2 a.m., you are probably going to want to plan a little extra time and avoid those spots on the road that tend to pond, because they're absolutely going to have that water tomorrow. For my friends over in Illinois towards Mount Vernon and Effingham and a little bit into Litchfield there, your showers and storms tomorrow will last into the afternoon before finally making their way out, and we're going to set up for a dry Tuesday here. Severe weather chances today. The Storm Prediction Center, if you have a keen eye and you were watching us this morning at about 3 o'clock, about 6 o'clock in the morning, we were under a slight risk for severe weather. The Storm Prediction Center has scaled us back to a marginal risk for severe weather, with the exception of Rolla and that county there over in Reynolds County, or sorry, not Reynolds County, Phelps County. Phelps County. Over in Phelps County, we'll have that risk for slight severe weather. So better chances, a 2 out of 5 for your chances instead of the 1 out of 5, which is everyone else. Even so, our threats today are very minimal. It'd be wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour. That can be troublesome, but it would be just very isolated areas, if any at all. Large hail up to about 1 inch, so that's about quarter size. And then also a weak tornado, very minimal for us for the overnight hours. If you have any questions, I am trying to check on our Facebook. I do have to go off of my phone. So if you have any questions, feel free to write them in. Be happy to answer those for you. I might miss a few because sometimes they do come in with a little bit of a delay. but a marginal risk of severe weather, pretty minimal. Our airport camera, man, it is sure bouncing around out there. We are going to have very strong winds throughout the day today. I always think that's the most nuisance weather of all, is strong winds. Our winds today sustained even around 23 miles an hour this morning. We're going to have gusts up to even higher. Now, through the rest of the day today, right now our current temperatures, you can really see where that little boundary is. 72 degrees in Alton, 73 for my friends at Scott Air Force Base, 64 in Sullivan. Through the rest of our day today, we are going to make it up to close to 79 degrees. Pretty comfortable day out there. Overcast conditions. Like I said, I don't want to see the sun. Any sunshine we have, that's going to add that extra heat, and we're going to have the possibility of some severe storms later. Just think anytime the sun comes out, it's going to provide some little extra energy for us that will come through. Storms will wrap up tonight, 65 degrees for us overnight tonight, so not too cold. And that's because anytime we have cloud cover, it acts like a blanket. It keeps us just a little bit warmer. We also have that rain. It's an equalizer, really. So it's kind of like sleeping with the comforter, with sheets and a comforter on. Now, the next nights here that I have in our 10-day forecast, we have a much more drastic, more typical temperature swing from 78 to 57 on Monday and 85 to 64 on Tuesday. Both of those nights will be cooler because we don't have that cloud cover overnight that acts like a blanket. So it'd be more like sleeping without a comforter. You get much colder. After this, we are looking at a few isolated storms on Wednesday with temperatures in the upper 80s. Yeah, upper 80s, close to 90 degrees. And that's Gary's forecast. I had it a little cooler yesterday, but Gary always trends warmer. I always trend cooler. When it's a warmer trend, he's almost always right. 82 degrees for us on Thursday with just a few storms. After that, we're going to be in the mid to upper 70s. Well, alrighty, everyone, that'll do it. I'm going to check one more time, see if we have any questions in here. I'm just going to refresh our page, make sure we are looking good. All right, I think everybody else. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in and bearing with me as I learn this new technology for me, really. Gary and Scott are pros. Me using this on the weekends, not as much. So especially not without any help from our web department. So thank you so much for checking in with me this morning. And anytime there are storms in our forecast, I'll try to check in with you on Saturday and Sunday. Bye, everyone.